What is up, Cleveland Browns fans? It's your old friend IndyCar Timm here with your Cleveland Browns Daily Blitz for today. It is Philadelphia Eagles post-game edition, and not a happy day for us Browns fans. Not the outcome that we wanted, that we thought would happen. Really, I had high hopes for these Browns against the Eagles. The Eagles seem extremely vulnerable to me, and we saw a lot of that today in the game. But in the end, although a valiant effort, the Browns just could not overcome mistakes. They could not overcome I'll say this as friendly as I can, the poor play of quarterback Deshaun Watson. As while he made a few plays, he missed many, many more than he made. And it's hard to overcome when you've already got a struggling offense. When those opportunities are presented to you, you have to take full advantage of those. And if you can't, this is what happens. You come up just short as Jalen Hurts throws for 264 yards and 2 touchdowns as the Eagles just barely edged the Browns. One of those touchdowns, a 45-yard pass to Devontae Smith in the fourth quarter that pretty much iced the game. Hurts also threw a 22-yard touchdown pass to A.J. Brown, who, along with Devontae Smith, returned to the lineup after missing games with respective injuries. But, interestingly, the crowd at Lincoln Financial Field was anything but what you would expect from a raucous crowd. Is that a word? Did I just make up a word? I may have just made up a word. But you know what I mean. You guys are familiar enough with the Eagles fans up there. It was kind of a lifeless crowd for the most part, I thought. There was a lot of booing going on because the Eagles didn't play very well. You had Nick Sirianni, the head coach, who, by the way, there's no love lost between Nick Sirianni and the Eagles fans. Many of the Eagles fans during the game were chanting for his firing. Fire Sirianni was the chant that was making the rounds at the game. And there in the final seconds, Sirianni's kind of a habitual trash talker himself anyway. He could not help himself walking off the field, pointing at Eagles fans, his own fans in the front rows as he's walking off the field and chirping at them. So, yes, that is the status of things, the state of the franchise in Philadelphia right now. In no way would I ever want to be a part of that. I can't even imagine. It's so dysfunctional, yet here the Eagles are at 3-2 because they did just enough. They were coming off the bye. They were going to have a tough one out against the Browns anyway, because before Smith's touchdown, Eagles fans only showed some fire when they were chanting for Sirianni's firing. That was it. There was nothing else. But it is what it is. Trailing 20-13, the Browns moved into Eagles territory late in the game, only to settle for a Dustin Hopkins 31-yard field goal. And it was at that point, it was 20-13 when they went ahead and kicked the field goal rather than going for 7, because you're going to need 7 points anyway. If you kick the field goal like they did, you're still down 4. You still have to hold them, and you still have to make a touchdown. So I didn't understand that at all. I disagreed with that a 1 bajillion zillion %. But here we are. It is what it is. They kicked the field goal, and then they could not stop Hurts and the offense. It was immediate 40-yard gain. Hurts to A.J. Brown. That pretty much put the game away before the final gun. So, it was more of what we've seen this season in the 1-5 season that we're in the middle of. Watson just did not make enough plays, and I get it. The team's hurt. The offensive line has been hurt. You did have some guys back. You had some other guys go out again. I get it. But at this point, I don't know who to blame more, Deshaun Watson or, I don't know, Kevin Stefanski. I don't know. There were some moments, that I thought maybe they would have an opportunity here, but is it Ken Dorsey's fault? Again, I don't know who to blame here. I'm putting them all together, I think, because play calling was questionable. I thought the game plan was okay. I mean, again, you're hanging with the Eagles thanks to the defense. But you can't make enough plays offensively to get things done and to just to get a win. You were there. You were right there. And it just wasn't to be. So, Cleveland got its only touchdown on a blocked field goal by Myles Garrett. Rodney McLeod Jr. scooped it up and scored. That was your only touchdown. The offense could not score a touchdown in this game. Kevin Stefanski said last week that he'll be sticking with play calling duties. Again, I don't know that the game plan was the issue. I think maybe play calling was the issue, and he's had a history of being good at it. So I don't know why there would be issues now. But apparently there is, and here we are. So it is what it is. The defense did, I thought, enough on their side, holding the Eagles to 20 points. You should be able to win a game when you hold the opponent to 20 points. That's assuming you have a fully functional offense in the NFL, which the Browns have not had all season long. So Nick Harris, the backup center, Nick Harris, was carted off the field with an ankle injury on the opening drive. Michael Dunn replaced him, of course, so now you're on your third-string center. Running back Jerome Ford suffered a hamstring injury, and he only is in the game because of injuries to Nick Chubb, who hopefully he'll be back soon. You had Grant Delpit was out, and Ronnie Hickman was out. Delpit with a concussion, Hickman with the ankle. So you've got Cincinnati next Sunday at home. You've got a week now to work on this. Do we have expectations beyond what this game was? Nope, not at all. If the Browns came out and won 20-17, I wouldn't be surprised. If they lost to the Bengals 47-9, as the Cowboys are losing to the Lions right now, it would not surprise me either. I don't know. So it is what it is. Appreciate everybody tuning in here to FanStream Sports at fanstreamsports.com, the FanStream Sports mobile app, available for Android and iOS. Please go download that. It is free. For all of our great programming on the go, including our live shows when we do have those. Appreciate y'all. Also, FanStream Sports TV, our YouTube channel. We would love to hear you subscribe there. Click on that bell and leave us all these great comments underneath our videos so we can interact with you. We will do it all again as we preview Cincinnati coming up this week. Until then, boys and girls, we'll see you.